How far can the severity of drug abuse go? Can it reach to the point of disturbing the peace of the dead? These questions are not rhetorical anymore. In Sierra Leone, a national emergency looms large, triggered by the rampant abuse of a psychoactive drug known as Kush. This isn't your everyday illicit substance. Kush is a cocktail of addictive elements and, shockingly, sometimes includes ground-up human bones. In a desperate quest for a fix, addicts have taken to grave robbing, leading to an unprecedented situation where police officers now stand guard at cemeteries. The capital, Freetown, is particularly hit hard. The nation's leader, President Julius Maada Bio, has aptly described Kush as a death trap and an existential crisis for the country. The drug's widespread use has led to a staggering 4,000% rise in Kush-related admissions to the Sierra Leone Psychiatric Hospital between 2020 and 2023. This is the grim reality of drug abuse in Sierra Leone, a testament to the depths of despair addiction can plunge a society into. In the face of such an existential crisis, how does a nation respond? President Julius Maada Bio, looking this grim reality straight in the eye, declared a national emergency, describing Kush as a death trap that's shaking the very core of Sierra Leone society. The president didn't stop at words. Recognizing the magnitude of the crisis, he spearheaded the establishment of a national task force on drugs and substance abuse, a group dedicated to combating the Kush crisis. This task force is a beacon of hope in a sea of despair, a testament to the government's commitment to wrestle this beast to the ground. But the battle is not being fought only in the corridors of power. President Bio understands that the war against Kush must also be won in the hearts and minds of its victims. To this end, the government plans to set up care and support centers in every district. Rather than simply condemning those ensnared by addiction, these centers aim to extend a helping hand, staffed by trained professionals who can guide addicts back onto the path of recovery. Currently, the country's only functioning drug rehabilitation center is in Freetown, but the government's plan promises to spread this beacon of hope throughout Sierra Leone. The fight against Kush also extends to the streets. President Bio has called for law enforcement agencies to dismantle the drug supply chain through investigations, arrests, and prosecutions. Graveyards are now under watchful eyes, with Deputy Mayor of Freetown, Kweku Lisk, requesting additional security to prevent the macabre practice of grave robbing. The road to recovery is long and steep, but Sierra Leone is taking determined steps forward. The battle against Kush is a battle fought on multiple fronts, from the rehabilitation centers and task forces to the vigilant law enforcement agencies. This is not merely a battle for the health of individuals, but also for the soul of a nation. It is a battle fought on multiple fronts, from the streets of Freetown to the halls of government. The Kush crisis in Sierra Leone is a stark reminder of the devastating impact of drug abuse. But what does it mean for the future? The implications of this crisis run deep, extending far beyond individual health. Society as a whole bears the brunt. A society where cemeteries need police protection is a society in distress. The violation of the sanctity of the final resting place is a clear indication of how societal norms and the very fabric of respect for the dead have been eroded. This crisis has also imposed a heavy burden on the healthcare system. The Sierra Leone Psychiatric Hospital has witnessed an alarming surge in Kush-related admissions, a staggering 4,000% increase between 2020 and 2023. This astronomical figure serves as a chilling testament to the scale and severity of the issue at hand. Perhaps the most disturbing aspect of this crisis is the inclusion of human bones in the drug mix. This grotesque ingredient underscores the dark depths to which addiction can plunge individuals. The very idea that someone could be driven to disturb the dead to feed their addiction paints a grim picture of the power and destructiveness of drug dependency. However, despite the dire situation, there is a glimmer of hope. The government's declaration of a national emergency and the establishment of a task force to combat the crisis are significant first steps. The planned care and support centers in every district promise a structured and professional approach to help those battling addiction. The road to recovery is undoubtedly steep. Disrupting the drug supply chain, rehabilitating addicts, and restoring societal norms are monumental tasks. But with the government's decisive actions, the tireless work of healthcare professionals, and collective societal efforts, the path towards a solution becomes clearer. The road ahead is challenging, but with concerted efforts, the hope for a drug-free Sierra Leone remains alive.